Common Stories, c'est un projet de Creative Europe qui a commencé en février 2023. Et il s'agit d'apporter sur scène ou d'inviter sur scène d'autres récits qui témoignent aujourd'hui de la diversité des sociétés qui façonnent l'Europe contemporaine. Common Stories, ça va circuler entre plusieurs villes en Europe. C'est porté donc par la MC93 à Bobigny avec des partenaires à Lisbonne, à Cologne, à Bruxelles, à Varsovie et à Stockholm.
Tanto o gengibre como algumas de outras substâncias e saberes indígenas foram extraídos para depois dar origem ao que nós chamamos a indústria farmacêutica ou mesmo o que nós chamamos a botânica. E algumas dessas plantas a maior parte delas foram dadas os nomes de homens brancos.
Le Good Practice Factory, ça vient d'un constat qu'en fait la plupart des structures ont maintenant dans leur cahier des charges le fait de travailler sur leur territoire, de travailler avec les populations, les communautés qui les entourent, mais il y a très peu d'échanges nationalement, mais encore plus au niveau européen, entre les structures qui travaillent sur leur public. Et puis il y a des façons de faire aussi très différentes. Donc c'était intéressant de partir des équipes en fait, pour créer des groupes de réflexion pour travailler sur ces questions de comment mieux accueillir la diversité des récits divers dans les théâtres, mieux accueillir des publics différents, mieux accueillir aussi la diversité dans les équipes qui vont encadrer les projets qui sont présentés.
Então, esta ponte com este projeto, com este contexto, só acontece nessa perspectiva de nós também nos estarmos a fortalecer e não só a dar ferramentas, a dar pensamento, a dar narrativa. Como disse Frantz Fanon, se a construção de uma ponte não enriquece a consciência de quem nela trabalha, então a ponte não deve ser construída.
The common theme is radicality as a long-term transformation towards diversity, and in Lisbon we decided to organize a conference under the title Authority and Authorship in the Arts, Weaving Lines of Reparation. Some of the questions raised by the conference were how to organize an anti-racist guideline for the artistic sector, also how to understand our performativity in Europe, considering that all the modern art system is also based on extractivism and epistemicide. We were also debating how to organize public policies for reparation and what are the tools that we still need in Portugal to agree and to follow the national and international directives that we already have in the political level. And finally, with Jota Mombasa, we were questioning the importance of a radical imagination in the black cultures and also the possibility for the institutions to host it or to drain it.
Os movimentos de descolonização, as conversas que a gente andou tendo nos últimos anos e que a gente está tendo aqui agora, elas estão sendo minadas de muitas formas e a gente precisa ter atenção a isso.
Acho que não temos espaço para pedir reparações. Primeiro temos que tomar, que é para depois reparar.
Common Lab numéro 1, c'est une des activités de Common Stories. En fait, on a fait le constat qu'il y avait des récits qui existaient, portés par des jeunes artistes, mais qui ne sont souvent pas suffisamment écoutés. Ils existent, mais ils n'ont pas les outils pour accéder à certaines scènes professionnelles, soit ils ne sont pas repérés, pas entendus par le milieu professionnel. Et Common Lab, c'était chaque année de donner la possibilité à 8 artistes qui sont sélectionnés sur projet de pouvoir travailler sur leur projet. Ce sont des résidences d'écriture, ce sont des rencontres avec des artistes, des rencontres avec des penseurs de la diversité. C'est leur fournir des outils aussi pour mieux comprendre le cadre professionnel dans lequel ils vont grandir. C'est les mettre en réseau aussi avec des structures professionnelles en Europe qui pourront plus tard accompagner leur travail, en espérant que ça va donner donc des récits qui seront demain sur nos scènes.
Hi, so for those of you who don't know me, I'm Billy Willett and I'm a queer autistic playwright based in Stockholm, Sweden. I bring my identity into this because it's a big part of my project. and also because I hope that it explains the kind of tools that I have here.
Every environment offered me something very different. So I think that being in Bobigny to start with, we met a lot of different artists who had me thinking about what kind of story I want to tell, what kind of theatrical tools that I want to use, and where does identity sit in my work. And then we got to Stockholm, which is local for me, but still quite new. I've only been in Stockholm 3 years, so getting to meet local artists there and learning more about the practical context of creating work in Sweden was really valuable and informed kind of the next stages thinking of my process. And then we got to Cairo, which was just a huge contrast to everything, and I think was really important because they have their access to the arts is more limited in terms of rehearsal spaces and how much flexibility and space they're allowed to take in their relationship with the authorities. So the artists that we met there were a lot more political, or at least political in a different way, which got me, I mean, it opened up my kind of thinking about how I approach art. And here in Lisbon, I've been doing a mix of enjoying the city, seeing some Gothic architecture, which directly inspires my play. I've been working hard to get my draft finished, and it is done now. And I've been really enjoying the shows that I've been to see. A lot of my work is performed at festivals, so working in a festival environment is something that's really familiar and comforting to me. I enjoy the welcoming international energy, so it's been a great place to end it on.
I believe a common ground has taken shape, and I think it will be felt more by each one of us once the lab is finished. The fact that we were all there, present, engaged, listening to each other, supporting one another, even when sometimes we felt overwhelmed at the end of the day due to the mass of information. And what's happening now in my region and in many places in the world, for me personally, makes it challenging to engage in any activity except staying sane. But I believe that's also part of why we gather and we share our stories and our concerns. And I think it's the accumulation of these experiences that matters, even the failed ones. That's how we learn, I believe.
It's about beauty, it's about poetry. If you can bring that in a conversation, even if the pitch is not like you hesitate or something, but if at some point there is a kind of a story beginning once upon a time, an emotion, and if you can relate to with people's feelings, or you will stay. It will work.
J'ai énormément apprécié la balade urbaine parce que, encore une fois, ça a beaucoup parlé en résonance avec mon projet. Aussi, j'ai eu un déclic assez intéressant pendant la répétition de Dama Diop sur la déconstruction des matériaux qui sont déjà préparés et des partitions qui sont déjà écrites, et sur sa façon de déconstruire, de triturer un peu cette matière et de voir vraiment en profondeur ce qui n'est pas encore fait et ce qui est encore possible.
I felt very taken care with all the group, with the people in the theater, and it's good. It's warm, helpful, and even if we miss something, the ambient, the place is welcoming. I saw stuff that I would like to know about. I have the opportunity to be with other artists outside of the group of artists, the residence artists that I admire, and it was nice. My project is about Sintra's Line, a territory that we have in the big Lisbon, that has a lot of communities of immigrant and black people. I'm trying to build a new representative picture about this territory that calls Sintra's Line. From the point of view, the gaze of black women that could be Portuguese or immigrants.
I don't understand yet in which part of my body she is. She will show up soon.